that he didn't sit in a chair, he just flopped in a chair.
Johnny Cash?
Yeah. We had
He was
a
tall.
David in the office, and he
yeah.
just
Flopped on
go
it.
in there and
Flop
flop
on it,
down.
yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, all comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who came with Minnie Pearl? Who played with Minnie Pearl when she came?
A little
Little Jimmy. No.
Dickens?
Little
Mm,
yeah, little
Jimmy
Jimmy
who?
Dickens. Dickens, little
Dickens.
Jimmy Dickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was with Minnie Pearl. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Dad and her got out there dancing with her hat, and I've got pictures of that somewhere. We've got pictures of that.
that'd be neat to have.
I wish we had the slides. What did you when you moved down here? What did you do with the slides that were up there? I know we had reams and those circle things, just
I
all
think
kinds of them.
Carousels?
Yeah.
somebody
So
bought
many of 'em.
all of the
Carousels, and the pictures. were in 'em.
carousels. Yeah.
Oh my
We
gosh.
never.
And
we
of
never
course-
should have parted that.
Then
a
you
lot
didn't
of that,
think.
you don't keep it. You know.
Sure. Yeah.
We had because that was the big thing. Was
Yeah.
slides back then.
Mm-hmm.
But no one ever.
Well, maybe Dad's got some.
That would
We'll have
be
to look and
neat.
see.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, if he would send those.
Uncle Byron had made a surfboard for you.
for me. Mm-hmm. Was white with red.
At that time, people didn't know what surfboards were.
There were no skis or
But Uncle Byron
Made
took
this-
this board and made this
Yeah, put the
surfboard
rope
for
on
her.
Okay.
And so he was out surfboarding.
Okay.
He couldn't stand up, but he tried. And because he was on that raft all day, he was so sunburned.
sunburn. Oh my! He
Well,
fell
then that
asleep.
night, he had to play the accordion,
Yeah.
Didn't work so good.
and he couldn't.
And he was just burnt.
blistered.
And who was that?
Frankie Yankovic.
Frankie Yankovic.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Email him, see if he remembers that.
Oh,
Right?
he's long gone.
His belly was beat red, one blister.
Oh no.
And he had a little pot.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Little beer belly.
Oh my goodness.
Those were
Yeah.
the days. Yeah. Lake on the big square thing.
Raft.
On the
Float.
raft, on the float raft, on the raft, and he got his chest was sunburned. Who was that?
That was Yankovic.
Frankie Yankovic, because he could hardly play the accordion the next night. I remember that because he got his chest sunburned so bad he fell asleep. Yeah, that was Frankie Yankovic.
That's funny. Mm-mm.
Carl Perkins was there. I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, Dad was saying you had a lot of your performers would stay at the cabins.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And at the house. He said he remembers them crashing at your home.
Oh yeah.
No,
At the cabin.
nobody stayed at the house.
Okay.
They stayed
Stayed in
at
the
the
cabins.
cabin.
Yeah.
Buddy Holly stayed at the cabin, and then he stayed there 2 days, I think.
I don't remember that.
And then he went swimming. He got up one morning real early, and he went swimming, and he swam across he ended up at Stella's,
Okay.
all the way across
Over
the
there.
lake.
Well, she was kitty corner along
Yeah.
the edge.
Well, you know where the
Across.
public landing was.
Right.
Well, that's where Stella
That's a long
was.
way. Yeah, it's across
Okay.
the lake.
And he was so cold, and Stella brought him home in the truck wrapped in a blanket.
Doesn't sound too bright.
I don't remember
And then they stayed that day, and the next day they left, and they were in that plane accident,
that.
and
They
he
were
died.
killed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was right before that. Wow.
yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
That was Frankie that died?
No. Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
Pardon?
Buddy Holly.
It was Buddy,
Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Get
Lots
those
of-
mixed up.
Sure.
Lots of,
Mm.
those were the days.
Yeah.
Motorcycle accident. He was in a body brace, and he was laying on the couch. We tried to get him to lay on the couch in the office, and he
Yeah.
would not. He wanted to go out there with the people. He wanted to be out there with the
Wow.
people.
Yeah,
They were probably the most
yeah.
Sociable.
sociable
Yeah.
as far, yeah.
So my dad was telling me he has a bunch of slides from the Rock,
Oh, really?
but he doesn't have a way to get them to see them because his slide projector doesn't work. So I'm going to send him my little thing and let him get me the copies of his pictures.
Okay, because we've got a projector at home.
Yeah, and I've got the little thing that converts them into
Yeah.
the computer. So
Okay.
when he gets those, he'll send them
That
to
would
us
be
too.
good.
But he's anxious to see this also. I told
Oh,
him I'd
good.
send him pictures because he said, "Oh yeah, I remember those days."
Well, I don't doubt there's more pictures around,
Yeah.
you know.
Maybe we can put an ad in the paper, the Rhinelander paper, and see if anyone has any
Oh,
that they would
that's true.
share.
That's told the bar they wanted all that.
Yeah, to keep that on there,
Yeah.
yeah. But, you know, we had pictures of the Everly Brothers and what was her name? Dad had lots of pictures taken with her. Minnie Pearl.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my
Minnie
gosh.
Pearl played
oh
there?
Gosh, yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
And she was taller than Dad.
Yeah.
because She's got her arm around the back of him like that.
Oh, I'd
She
love
was
to have those
tall.
pictures. Shoot.
Those are,
Brenda Lee go there?
And Gene Vincent
Brenda Lee
and,
there?
and
the Everly Brothers and Gene Vincent.
Glenn Miller
Glenn Miller,
and all
yeah.
of those big bands
Yeah,
we had.
Yeah. I wish we'd, with all the pictures, I wish we could have kept some of that.
Glenn Miller would have been before.
And the
44.
woman, the people who bought the place, we worked our hearts out sewing these curtains.
Huh?
She cut them up and made bloomers out of them.
But we got,
I mean, bloomers with elastic at the knee and at the waist.
Uh-huh.
Old-fashioned bloomers.
but all the red that is in our house for Christmas, all the stuff that is red are from those drapes.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the decoration that we
Yeah,
decorate.
all that velvet.
Re- I
red
didn't know
velvet.
that. It's in such good shape.
Yeah, all that red
Wow.
velvet is from the Rock. Those were
Yeah.
from the drapes.
Yeah, because that's a lot of curtain, the whole back
Oh,
curtain.
yeah.
Oh, it went this way and then
That
across
way,
the
yeah.
back
It
and
was
then
U-shaped.
down the sides.
Don't know if it glares off of there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that's
pretty good.
great.
But he said that was all he could really,
No.
But there's a story that goes with it.
yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
you have to see if you recognize this.
The what?
You have to see if you recognize this. Go ahead.
Are you filming?
Turn it around.
You filming?
Yes.
Oh. I'll be darned. Where did you get these?
Do you remember the auction? The auction I was telling you about
Yeah.
at the Rock? We call Rod and we call Butch. And Butch and Lisa went down to the auction and got it.
I'll be darned.
Look at that. In Butch, they wanted us to do it right away so they could see your expression and see what you like, if you liked it.
Oh.
She hates it.
I bet you remember that day.
Oh, God, yeah.
Johnny Cash. Yep. Did you take Butch wondered if you maybe took those pictures.
Probably.
Really?
So this is from Rod and Diane and Mom and Wayne and Stan and I and Butch and Lisa.
That's perfect.
We told them to try and find anything that would be good.
And who put it in?
That was how I think they
That's how
got it.
Isn't that great? Because we don't have anything,
Anything,
you
I
know?
know it.
Yeah.
That would be so neat.
Very few of the slides that we had. We didn't have very many slides
Yeah.
even from the
Now
Rock.
I'm wondering who these
I
people
know, I
are
looked too, but I couldn't tell. I didn't
in the
recognize-
background.
I didn't recognize anybody. I looked too, but I didn't recognize anybody.
You know, if you have all of these.
Yeah.
I thought hoped I could recognize somebody, but I didn't. Of course, you're talking
50s,
50,
55?
55, 56. Yeah, in the 50s.
Yeah.
So, Grandma, tell me why you guys named it the Crystal Rock.
Well, because we wanted to call it the Rock, but not just the Rock. But we couldn't find anything else. Well, then when we ordered the ball
Crystal ball.
and it came, it was just natural to say Crystal Rock.
And rock is for rock and roll, right?
That's
Yeah.
when rock and roll started. Yeah.
And rock was just coming in
Yeah.
at that time.
Just bring back a couple memories.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe Grandma's a rocker.
Oh, that's great.
The first time he came, when the flu went through town, and we had very few people, and he felt so bad about that, he told Mom and Dad, I'll come back again real soon. So that's why the second one was so close to the first time when he came, because he felt really bad that we didn't have a good turnout, so he came back the second time.
And he came back the
He
third
came back the
time.
third
When he
time.
got popular, he was hard to get back.
The first time he came, it was a $912 or $913, something, an odd figure. And then the second time, it was like 1,800.
Wow.
And the third time he came back was 3,000.
Yeah.
And then after that, we couldn't afford him.
Oh.
Then we
But
went-
he was great.
Yeah.
You said he
He
was a
was.
real good guy too, huh?
He was just
Yeah.
so, you had to have 60 cups of coffee ready. Cause he sat till 5 in the morning drinking coffee.
Yeah.
His band
Yeah.
left and went on and he stayed. And,
But during breaks, he mingled with the crowd, where a lot of them,
Yeah.
a lot of them didn't, but he would mingle with the crowd, and yeah, it was,
yeah, he was great.
he was.
That's awesome. Well, we all thought you'd enjoy that, so.
Yeah.